Welcome to the How-To series. This is where I go through all kinds of tips and tricks to help you with your felting projects. If you want to learn about all those details that not everybody talks about, but that make all the difference, you've come to the right place. Ever wondered how to get the exact size when you're felting a ring? I mean, wool shrinks up to 40% when felted, and this depends on factors like wool type, the wool quantity you use, how much you felt, water temperature, and so on. So with so many variables, just how do you get to the right size? Especially when you're making a ring, which is a fairly small piece and where precision really counts. That's exactly what I'm showing you in these videos, so keep watching. In video number 1, I'm going through just how to find out what your exact ring size is. In video number 2, I'll give you the 2 rules I discovered through trial and error to get your wool to felt into the right size. And in video number 3, I'll show you 2 tricks to refine the size if it's not absolutely precise, and how to make sure your ring has the perfect form. So video 1 will be starting in just a second. Make sure you stay until the end and I'll tell you how to access the other 2 videos. If you want to order a ring, the first thing you need to do is to make sure you know what ring size you have. The easiest way to do this is to get a piece of paper and cut a long strip. Put it around your finger, but make sure you put it around your knuckle, because this should be the widest part of your finger. Now mark it and cut it. Now you have the circumference. Alternatively, you can measure the diameter of a ring you wear, though it's probably a bit harder to be precise. Now with your circumference or your diameter, you can find a ring chart to determine the size. They're very easy to find on the internet. If you happen to have a ring size gauge, then just put your cut paper strip around the gauge to determine the size. Et voila! Now I want to reproduce these 2 sizes. One of them is exactly as big as my finger and the other one is quite bigger. An important thing to keep in mind here is that, contrary to what happens with metal, wool is very malleable, so you don't have to be as precise when determining the size of your ring. There are also a couple of tricks to make your ring a bit bigger or a bit smaller. We'll be talking about that further on. Let me show you how big these are. So, quite a big difference. Now my goal here is to make 3 rings in 3 different sizes. These 2 and one in between. So I hope this has been useful. To thank you for subscribing to my newsletter, or as a welcoming gift to those of you who subscribe in the next week, I'll be giving away this mini course for free. This is how it works. Come on over to www.vandafsousa.com and subscribe to the newsletter. But make sure you subscribe until the 7th of July, 12 o'clock GMT. On the afternoon of the 7th, I'll send you an exclusive email explaining how you can access and download this detailed 3-part video series. You'll then have time to download these videos until the 14th of July, 12 o'clock GMT. After that, these videos will no longer be available for free, so make sure you grab your copy. By subscribing, you'll also gain access to my free ebook, The Essential Guide to Felting. Hope to see you soon, and thanks for watching.